March 15, 1939, Prague. Engines rumble across the cobblestone streets as German columns roll through the heart of the former Czechoslovak capital. Tanks and trucks, filled with soldiers in gray uniforms, move past silent crowds. Swastika flags flutter above Prague. The new protectorate of Bohemia and Moravia is proclaimed. The Wehrmacht quickly occupies every corner of the country. Some people cry, others stand frozen in disbelief, and many lower their heads and walk away. The proud Czechoslovakia, born from the hopes of 1918, ceases to exist. The Czechoslovak army is dissolved, its soldiers left without a homeland to defend. Many escape abroad to fight again, joining the Royal Air Force in Britain and earning glory in the Battle of Britain. But among these men, one chooses a different path, a path of betrayal. His name is Augustin Prusel. Pilot is born. Augustin Prusel was born on July 3, 1914, in Trebsin, a small village in central Bohemia, then part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. His father was a butcher, his mother a homemaker. After the First World War and the collapse of Austria-Hungary, Czechoslovakia emerged as a new democratic state. Aviation became a national passion, a symbol of freedom, progress, and modern technology. Prusel, fascinated by flight, took a civilian pilot course and later joined the Czechoslovak Air Force. He was a capable pilot, though not remarkable, ambitious and eager to rise in rank. He expected a long and honorable career serving his country. But history had other plans: occupation and choice. In September 1938, the Munich Agreement forced Czechoslovakia to surrender the Sudetenland to Germany. 6 months later, the Wehrmacht entered Prague. The Czech lands were now under Nazi control, and the Czechoslovak army ceased to exist. Many officers chose resistance, fleeing the country to continue the struggle abroad. Others accepted new roles under German rule. At this crossroads stood Augustin Prusel. At first, he applied to join the Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, but was rejected. Soon after, he pretended to follow his compatriots into exile, but this was merely a disguise. The Gestapo's agent. After a failed attempt to flee the country, Prusel was arrested by the Gestapo, the Nazi secret police. In the summer of 1939, he was turned into a Gestapo agent. He infiltrated Czechoslovak exile units in Poland, France, and later Great Britain, secretly sending information to the Germans. To his comrades, he seemed loyal and determined. In truth, he was already betraying them. In Britain, he joined the Royal Air Force under false pretenses, serving as an instructor. He even married a young British woman, Muriel Graham Kirby, likely as part of his cover. The flight of treason. On September 18, 1941, during a training flight, Prusel faked an aircraft malfunction. Diving sharply from high altitude, he leveled out at sea and flew low over Belgium to avoid Allied radar. He landed safely in German-occupied Belgium, pretending it was an emergency landing. Locals tried to help him escape, but instead he betrayed them to the Gestapo. 2 of his would-be rescuers were executed. In Britain, he was presumed dead, another lost hero of the air war. His wife even received a widow's pension, unaware that her husband was alive and working for Nazi Germany, a weapon for the Nazis. Prusel believed he was delivering the newest British fighter plane, a Hawker Hurricane, to the Germans. In reality, it was an older model they already knew well. Nevertheless, his betrayal gave the Gestapo something more valuable: knowledge. Prusel provided detailed intelligence about RAF procedures, Czechoslovak exile networks, and escape routes. For this, he received 10,000 Reichsmarks, worth nearly $95,000 today. He continued his work, infiltrating resistance groups and posing as a prisoner in Terezín's small fortress, gathering information and helping the Gestapo interrogate captured Czech airmen that he collaborated with. Infamous traitors Karel Kurda and William Jarek, both of whom betrayed the resistance after the assassination of Reinhard Heydrich. Prusel even denounced Jarek to the Gestapo to earn more favor and money. A dark past. There are whispers of an even darker secret. Before the war, in his home village, Prusel had fallen in love with a girl named Maruska Jaroskova. She didn't return his feelings, and was later found dead under mysterious circumstances. A man on his deathbed later confessed that he helped Prusel dispose of her body, making it look like suicide. If true, the Gestapo likely discovered this murder and used it to blackmail him into service. Fall of the Nazis and justice. By 1944, the war had turned against Germany. The Allies landed in Normandy, the Soviets advanced from the east, and resistance movements rose across Europe. Prussell's value to the Gestapo diminished, but he continued working for them until the very end. When Germany surrendered in May 1945, retribution began. On May 19, 1945, just 11 days after victory in Europe, Prussell was arrested in Prague as a known Gestapo collaborator. At first, he faced a military tribunal, then was transferred to the People's Court, which tried Nazi agents and traitors. Astonishingly, he was even called to testify in the trials of Jarek and Kurta, perhaps hoping to bargain for his life. The verdict. On April 14, 1947, Augustin Prussell stood trial for high treason, espionage, desertion, and complicity in murder. His defense lawyer claimed he was mentally ill. The court did not believe it. After only a few hours, the verdict was read: death by hanging. That same day, at age 32, Augustin Prussell was executed in Pankrak prison in Prague. Epilogue. He remains one of the darkest figures in Czech history, a man who betrayed not only his comrades but also his nation's struggle for freedom. During the war, thousands of Czech airmen fought with honor under foreign skies. But Augustin Prussell's name will forever stand as a symbol of deceit, treachery, and the ultimate price of betrayal. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.